Comedy Film Nerds Podcast.
Now let's talk about trailers. The first one is A Wrinkle in Time. Now, I have to say, I'm really excited about this movie. It looks fantastic. I remember as a kid reading the book, and also in grade school, or maybe it was middle school, I remember after reading the book, like it was one of those required readings you had to do in school, but then it was back in a time where there were film strips. Do you remember film strips in school? And they had a Wrinkle in Time film strip. It would beep, and then you would go to the next strip. And I remember that one specific scene of all the houses and all the kids and all had the ball and we're all bouncing at the exact same time. And I remember it just being creeped out as a kid. And there's so many themes of conformity and all really cool things in this book. And it looks like Ava DuVernay is putting all those things and making sure they're in the film, which is really cool.
What's cool to see also too is like her as a filmmaker. She did Selma and then she did 13th, two very different projects, and now this is a completely different genre. This is a big science fiction, mystery, whatever, and it's big budget. It's $100 million.
Right. And it's also one of the few women directors who get to actually do large, huge budget genre movies. So it's a step in the right direction there too.
Yeah, it looks, and I love seeing Chris Pine this way.
Yeah,
right.
Too. Chris Pine looks great. Yep.
Yeah,
he looks good.
And Wonder Woman, he was so good. That was that was that thing I was telling you, that irresistible whatever that the it factor. Yeah.
Because the what I love about the story is it's really because the father disappears, Chris Pine, and it's the daughter's search. We have to find him, and he's not on this planet anymore. Yeah. So
who wrote The Wrinkle in Time? I didn't read that.
Madeline. Oh gosh.
I have it right here. Madeline L'Engle.
Thank you.
I've heard it my whole life, and I just no one ever forced me to read it, so I didn't.
It's always better when you're not forced to read it and you discover it later and read it. You'll enjoy it a lot more.
Of your own volition.
Yes, exactly. I remember, half the time the books that I was forced to read in school, then I discovered them later. I'm like, oh, you know what? Yeah, this is a pretty good book. Yeah. Because now I don't have a teacher yelling at me to read it.
And analyze everything you're reading the whole time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can actually read it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's a series of books too, so this is the first.
That's right. That's where I know L'Engle from. Yeah.
Yeah, Zach Galifianakis is in it. Oprah Winfrey's in it. Yeah, it looks interesting to me.
Zach didn't make the trailer though. I have to point out.
I thought he was in it.
Yeah, there's
for
a
like
real
one
quick
shot.
One shot.
I must have blinked.
Well, he's not all hungover-y looking. His hair's slicked back. He still has the beard, but he's not all Wolfpacky.
Okay.
Right.
So he's this is his thing.
Yep.
Crazy hair.
That's it.
Slick back. They slick back his hair. He's unrecognizable. It's just like someone just wearing a hat. Oh, I know. Takes off the glasses. Who knew?
And the next trailer we saw was Birth of the Dragon. And I have to say, when I started watching this trailer, I'm like, wait, what is this about? And then it looks like it is based on the early days of Bruce Lee in San Francisco when he's starting his kung fu school and before he becomes a big movie star. But it also, I'm always skeptical of like the quote based on a true story because it looks like, I mean, I don't know this for sure, but it looks like a lot of liberties were taken and it was Hollywooded up for the story.
That's my concern with this. I will see this obviously.
Yes.
But
there's no doubt you'll be there.
There's no doubt I'm going to see this.
We'll ask Rick Myers about it this week.
I can't wait to see what Rick Myers has to say about this film and what he knows about it. So,
which part of it is true?
That's exactly.
No one knows.
Curious.
Well, there was.
Oh, Rick will know.
There's been documentaries about this. There was that movie that came out in the '90s, The Last Dragon, I believe.
I think it was just called Dragon.
Dragon, right?
With Jason Scott Lee.
Yes, with Jason Scott Lee. That one, Dragon, alluded to this thing that's been talked about a lot surrounding Bruce Lee, which is when he came to San Francisco from Hong Kong, the Shaolin, this is not it's in this trailer, and it's not the first time I've heard this, which is the Shaolin masters were like, you cannot teach Kung Fu to white people. You can't take it out of China. Right. And when they found out he was opening a school in San Francisco, there was
an uproar.
So in the movie Dragon, there is this like big fight, and that's kind of what this movie is sounding like. It's focusing all on that big fight.
And that happened in real life?
That's the thing that's very sort of, did it happen?
I've never seen a real
Kung
Fu fight, like a
Because it really looked like even in the movie, like there wasn't really an audience. It just kind of happened in a warehouse.
So that's the thing. Like if these
Like
two,
Zoolander.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Dance off.
so if they did have some sort of kung fu dance off,
Right.
and it was behind closed doors, it's like there's a rumor that floats around that Mike Tyson fought a guy while he was in prison and the guy beat him. Right? Like is it just a
Legend.
ghost story type of thing, and is this that? So I don't know, but I can't decide if it's going to be hokey or not, but I'm going to see it. I will make the decision in the theater.
Yes. One way or the other will be watched.
Yes.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar knows.
Oh,
He knows the truth.
yes, he was there. All right.
I shot first, kid.